Assalamualaikum. Good evening, everyone. Thank you for coming for today. So today we try to make it 1 hour enough. Huh? Okay, we'll stop at 6 o'clock to give a chance for your friends to grab their food for the sungke to break their fast. The rest of you, don't worry. Although we only have 1 hour for face to face, you have another 3 hours for you to code your personal homepage. Just make sure it's growing every week. So for today, we're going to focus on CSS. Last week we have had the HTML. You have done with HTML. You may continuously improve it until end of the semester. Okay. Right. 29 out of 31, 33. How about another two groups? Another group of students from TMS2824 group 2, Mirza and Iman. If you are here, let me know. Or just do this for you manually. Don't worry. You don't have to scan. Okay, welcome, Rebecca, Patrick, Ralph, Joanne, Lucas, Lau. Alright, so very quickly, I'm going to focus on each and every slide. Rather, I would focus on the most important basic theory, and then I want to give chance for you to do the practical part. CSS stands for Cascading Style Sheets. Cascading means there is a cascade of data, cascade of information from top to down, like here. You can see from line 171 cascaded into 172 until 174. This is just the example. Okay, it's actually linked in your HTML document. This is the HTML, not traditional, the one that you have coded last week, but you can code it. It's a bit hard for you to change the colors, change the presentation of it, just purely using HTML. So today I'm going to show you how to use CSS to present and to style the document. That's why it's called style sheet. Okay. For example, make it bold for the title, italic for the information. It's focusing on the presentation of the document where the limitation of HTML was not intended to style the document. For example, to enlarge the size, to control the space between the boxes, the containers, font style, font color, background color, layout, etc. Okay, and also to improve the flexibility and accessibility of your website. Don't worry, you can also apply it on HTML, XHTML. This is the type of media script. I'll show quickly you the example. Before that, alright, this is the example for CSS. P for the paragraph. You tell the color, the whatever details that you want earlier, and in the HTML section, we just call it P ID. Things will be red. So will be red will follow the whatever rules that you have put on your CSS. You have mentioned in your CSS. Another example here for H1. One is a normal one. You can set the content, the style for H1 and the color. All FFF, is it full white or full black? I can't remember. Anyone? Put it in the chat box. No attendance, 1 minute. Nabil and Makame. Okay, putih. Thank you, Daniel. Full semua FFF ialah putih. Kalau hitam, 0000. Okay. Still, Vanessa and Hafiz, are you here right now? Okay, thank you, Dana. If you are present, just let me know. I'll do this manually for you. Okay, I'll go straight to the selector and style definition. This is the theory. We start with the selector. For example, you want to ensure that the whole CSS effect is on the body. That's called selector. Then the rest is called declaration block. So you may have 1, 2, 3, 4, more than one declaration in one body, as long as you open it with curly bracket and close it with close curly bracket. Inside the declaration, there are two parts. The first part is property. The property should be color. The property here is the nature, and the value is the color that you put or you assign to the color. So color black, property color, the value is black. First declaration. Second declaration, you may set a padding. Padding is you put 1 EM value to the padding here, maybe a box for the distance between text and a box, 1 EM. 1 EM is, I can't remember, it's a value, for example, pixel. That's normal value that you use. EM is another 1 EM equal to a certain number of pixel. Check it later on. Okay. Next example, H1, H2, H3. H3 in basic HTML is black, whatever size it may be. But here you can set H1, H2, and H3. That is the selector for heading, the largest heading to the third large heading. Declaration block is the whole color and font weight. For color, you set that color is green and font weight is bold. So H1, H2, H3 would become green and the weight is bold. Selector H1. Property is color, value blue for the first property. Second property is the font size, font dash size, and you give 12 pixel for the value for that H1. Right, and separate it with semicolon. Don't forget to open it with curly braces, curly bracket lah. Okay, one example, the first example here. Make sure you put it inside head. The style should be inside head. Start with style, close with / style. And here I want it to be P only. The paragraph color should be red. The element of text should be center. Ready, hello world. Style is there. Then where to use it? Use it here, P. P. Use it as normal, as used in HTML. Except this time, it will call the value of red and center align from the HTML value. Sorry, from the SS assigned value. So the example here, header A, new list, padding top, you can set 8 pixel distance on top, from top. Because rather than I give you the theory like this, better for you to just, while you listen to me, you download the slides. You can copy and paste it to your HTML. So you can listen and do it at the same time. Don't worry, because I want you to explore it rather than listening to my lecture. Tangan pukul 5 ni. Yeah, I'll give you time. Don't worry, just very quickly hover. This is for the paragraph. Select the class. This is the numeric value. Right. Okay, for font, backgrounds, and borders. Color, you can specify the color. Font design. Don't worry if you don't memorize all this syntax. If you use Notepad++, the color would change, and these are the example of the values. And all these values you can just cut and paste it from W3 School. Go to CSS. Okay, this is the example: font dash style, italic, variant, normal variant, weight, bold. Size 12 pixel, height, line height, font family, Vedana. Background, dash image, colon, don't change it with semicolon. URL, back.gif here, you don't need HTTP, blah, 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 because it's on your local machine, on your laptop. If you have it online, you need to spell out the proper HTTP / blah, 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 until back.gif. Otherwise, the image would disappear. And make sure if you're on your laptop, it should be in the same folder. The HTML, the CSS, and pack.gif should be in the same folder. If all three files are on desktop, or make sure it would on the desktop, so that otherwise the system or the browser could not find this file, back.gif. Background position, you can fix it. Okay. For example here, no repeat. No repeat means the single image would become static as a background. I think I would avoid using background image unless you can make sure that the text and the background image color has good contrast, good contrast. Okay, this is for margin and padding. Make sure you read it correctly. Right to top, right to bottom, bottom to left, left to top, clockwise. Okay, if there is 4 value, see that 4 value, 1 pixel, 3 pixels, 5 pixels, 7 pixels. The only way to understand this is only by using this diagram. Start from top 12. Use your clock, 12 p.m., 3 p.m., 12, 3, 6, and 9. Start from top, right, bottom, left. Top 1 pixel, right 3 pixel. This is the value of margin, padding from the margin, clockwise from top. This is for same as padding and margin. Margin is the distance, padding is you can add another value from the border. Okay, those are the CSS code that you can write directly to your HTML file, the same file that you have done it last week. Now, let's say you may have it internally, it's called inline. The CSS section, the script section is in the same file as HTML. So you only need one file, inline. Or you can embed it here in the same file, in the head section. I've shown you just now, same file. Or the third choice is that you may have it external file. External files means you need to have .css file. Okay, not only single HTML, but .css. You can extract all the CSS section, all the style section, paste it here, and the .css inside .css file. How to create it? Use your notepad. Just save it as .css. Two separate things, but you need to link it. How to link it? This is the code link rel equal style sheet equal to href. Href is the value of that document. And it is highly recommended to use external file, because if you have long list of CSS instruction, your single HTML file will become very long, hard to find it, hard to read it. So it would be better if you have two separate files, one HTML, one CSS. Example for H-line, how many CSS? Up to you. Thank you, Patrick. How many file? How long, how many instruction? Up to you. One for color, one for text, one for... I'm not sure if there is a limit. I've never heard about the limit. Good question, Patrick. Okay, Patrick, quickly ask ChatGPT, is there any limit of CSS lines for one single inline HTML file? Okay, try, Patrick. Okay, you help me ask ChatGPT. As far as I know, there's no limit. Number of lines or number of instruction. But if you have thousands of CSS instruction, you need to scroll down, then maybe penat juga your mouse tu dia nak bergerak ke bawah, or you use Control F, because you need to go to HTML section immediately rather than reading the script section. Okay, thank you. Thank you for asking. Okay, Patrick, any answer? Okay, this is the way you learn. You interact with me. Don't allow me to just speak alone. Interact with me. Ask a thought-provoking question so I can start to think as well. Otherwise, okay, thank you, Patrick. ChatGPT is still talking. Okay, share with us the output. Okay, class, let's continue. This is the example. This is inline. Inline means just like last week, just place it here. Okay. Next is I want to show you the embedded style. Just copy this. This is embedded style. I've done one actually. Yeah, this is my external style. Open with. Okay. See, there's no CSS here. CSS is inside this link. Make sure I link it correctly. Title importing. Okay, this is the link. Okay, link. Just copy this. Don't forget. Doesn't worry. Make sure you just copy and paste it, and make sure your CSS file name styles.css. Where's the file? This is the file. This is my CSS file. Okay. How to type it? Just start immediately. You don't have to start with HTML, with a head, whatever. All the rules that I've shown you just now, all the theory, for A for a link, A hover. When I hover it, what happened? Hover means just mouse over it, put your mouse over, but don't click it. List, unordered list. Text decoration should be underlined. Margin, blah, blah, blah. Okay, done. No more mistake. Save this file. Put it on the same folder. I put it on my desktop, and now I'm running it. Double click. Okay, let's see how it works. Over, yes. So, okay, can you see the effect if I put my mouse over the text? Over into maybe lime color, from blue into red underline, from blue into red underline. Background red, text decoration underline. When this happen, only hover, not normal. Normal is like this. Normally it's blue. Normally it's blue. Background color become CC, FFCC is lime color. Alright. Okay, what's the answer? Technically, you can have as many CSS files. Thank you, Patrick. Not recommended. See, not recommended to have a lot of CSS files. Yes, in terms of browser loading, it becomes slower. What else? Multiple, hard to maintain. You need to know the name of the file should be name of the file. Should be styles 1, styles 2, style 3, style 4, style 100. Organize few files possible because you can combine here. You can use as many. You can use as many instructions as possible here. I have 16 lines. You may have hundreds, thousands of lines. Smaller, more focused file. Okay. All right. Thank you, Patrick. So my answer was correct. There's no limitation. All right. Questions so far? Anyone? Type in the chat box, or you may switch on your microphone and ask me immediately. Okay, if you want to use my slide, make sure you cut and paste correctly. For example, here, triple dot, you need to edit it. Example number 3, copy here. Place it on your notepad, then see what happens. This is the output from from this file. All right. Another example here. This is my example just now. How to call it correctly here in your HTML. Call means linking it. Link it correct. Number 1 is link it correctly. And here it would be effective. Yeah, thank you for asking, Patrick. Assignment, okay. If you ask about assignment means given mark. The given mark, I will explain it in our face-to-face class after Raya. So for today, I call it as ungraded assignment, where you improve your individual website every week until you get the nicest one. And the best individual website, and you can upload it anywhere. I'll try to find the free one, but normally you can get the free for without the advertisement. And the risk with the free ones is that there will be advertisement, number one. Number two, if you don't update it, maybe after 3 or 4 days, the whole thing would be lost. They would remove it from their server. Jahat betul lah, because it's free. Okay, never mind. Yeah, another example from me, external style. Hyperlink. Okay, done with the slide. If there's no question, I'll focus on the ellipse. This is the example. Okay, so if you ask about assignment, this is the. So, okay, to avoid confusion, don't use the word assignment, use the word project. Use the word project 1, project 2. We will discuss it after Raya. I will give you the explanation in the class. So, Patrick, no assignment for this course. Only you can call it homework or lab activity or individual activity. All right. Yeah, so another example here, CSS Zen Garden. Very interesting. CSS Zen Garden. These are the example of the theories, how they can use CSS nicely. Number one is you can play with CSS here. Sorry. It's called a cheat sheet. Cheat means you're not cheating, you are using it correctly. So these are the example on property value. Copy it, use it. Copy this site, copy, bring it to your website, to your individual website. Text, user interface, background. Don't copy this one. This is the property. Take this value. Border style, box model, margin. Now should be no problem with the website table style. How many? 10, 13 animation, 23, 28. From this website, you have 28 new instruction for your website. Should be very, very interesting if you can use it. Yeah. So another example here. So many design options because this is called styling. Thank you, Patrick. Styling means there is no limitation in styling. For example, you are an architect, you want to build your house. You should not ask the architect why there's so many design options. Because there's so many ways for you to design your house. But the basic one is here. Okay, if you're afraid of too much, basic one is here. Basic. Select the property value. Okay, this is for the box, margin, border, padding. Your style, just stay with it, and the value would be changed to you, given to you automatically. Okay, for example, you want to have box shadow, color value, opacity, set or not, color from black to whatever color it is. So you don't have to memorize the color, just copy this. Copy, right click, copy, bring it to your website. Okay, what else? You want to have a neon style? That's why if you ask me so many styles, these are maybe because of we are a human being, we want to have so many, want to be different from the others. Like last week, I like your website design, but now on this is something different. Sorted style, dash style, double border, groove, fish. Oh, yeah. Don't memorize this. So we can suppose 2, the 2, the 4, I get 10. Okay. Border radius is by 0 means sharp, 10 means 10 pixel from border, the curve, the corner. All right. So now, give it your this freedom for you to pick any of this, as long as go for a simple, nice one. Don't be too fancy. I think this one is too fancy. If it was something like this, beat the purpose of designing. Fancy and useless. Go for useful and less fancy. Yeah. All right. So for today, click this one: class activity and homework. Due another 2 weeks. Should be okay. 1, 2, another 10 days. Okay. Once again, ungraded means if you don't do that, don't worry. I'm not going to deduct your mark, but if you do it, then would be beneficial for you. Hey there, awesome students. Super fun because it's first time you're using so many CSS techniques, but I just want minimum 5. The more the merrier, but not the childish one, not the too fancy one. Before diving in, get some example, maybe from your favorite artist punya personal website. If you have a Korean artist, just Google their individual or personal website, see their style. Wow, I want to make it like, what's the name of that artist? The Korean, I can't remember. They had the concert in KL last month. Siapa peminat Korea, typekan dekat chat box. They've had the concert in Bukit Jalil. None of you are following a Korean artist? Last one or last? Yes, last one I think. Okay, mana peminat Korea tak mengaku peminat K-pop? Type in the chat box. Okay, you visit the website and see if they are using any of the CSS style. So go back to here, find it here if you can. If not, just ask ChatGPT to help you. Then copy it, paste it in your HTML. No money to attend, okay? Thing is, can't remember the name. Okay, choose your 5 techniques. So from so many techniques, too poor. Okay. Yeah, you can get it from W3 School. Even from W3 School, I think you have hundreds of design. Let's see W3 School. W3 School. Yes, yes. Hundreds. Okay, not up to 1,000. Shadow text effect are here. How to use it? Copy it from here. Make sure you copy it correctly. Jangan sekali copy ya. Jangan copy. Or you may want to change it first. Try it yourself. Do you like it? If you don't like it, don't use it. Not nice. Go find another one. Find nicer one. Color, keyword, gradient, shadow, web font. Okay, oh nice. Okay, I want to copy this type of font. Make sure you copy correctly. Only copy the style, the CSS section. Copy here until here. Copy. Bring it to your notepad. Make sure put it inside your CSS file. Okay. Okay, font face. Give some distance. Make sure it's tally. 1 in the CSS. Number 2, it should be on your on your HTML file. Should be both. Otherwise, it's only if it's only on the CSS, it appears on your website. I'm going to put it one here. One, try. Oh, save and refresh. Refresh. It doesn't work. So there's something wrong. If it's not working, make sure you check both. Check here in the CSS. Save. Refresh. Make sure it works correctly. Okay, another 4. 1, another 4. Then number 3, implement it. Whatever techniques you've chosen, you chose. Deadline will be another 2 weeks, under 10 days. Okay, any problem? Any questions? Are you ready, Rebecca, Patrick? I think some of you have used CSS. I am sure that some of you have used 3-4 techniques last week. And another one for today. Simple activity. Ready? Okay. All right. If you're ready, any questions? If not, we stop here. I give more than 3 hours, 3.5 hours for you to come up with this homework. Settle it today, so then you can forget about it and just present it on the 28th. Okay, right. So I'll be on WebEx until 6. If you have any problem with recording, let me know. Just call my name. Yeah, anyone? Attendance? Anyone? 32. Any of you here are already at home? Yes, Vanessa. Okay. Abdul Hafiz, are you here? Let me know. I'll set the attendance for you. Thank you for attending our class for today. I'm still here until 6. Let me know. You may share your screen. TME, okay, thank you. Should ask, otherwise I'll forget. I have 2 classes, TME. TME. Iman, okay. Done. Mirza, okay, done. Thank you for attending, Mirza and Iman. Alright, so focus on your screen. I'm here. I should stop talking and you should stop working. Sorry, you should start working, I should stop talking. Alright, class, thank you. After 6, you may leave the screen.
Sir, Patrick
Yes, please.
is asking,
Okay.
should we create a new page or use the old one?
No, continue with the old one until you grow it huge, nice website. Continue with the old one, but today I ask you to separate the CSS from the HTML. So today you're gonna have 2 files. One is the old HTML. Number 2 is the new CSS. Okay, Venerika. Patrick, is it clear?
Okay, sir. Thank you.
CSS from HTML. Thank you. All right, please proceed, class, with this activity. If you have more than 5, I would become very, very happy. I'm more than delighted. 5 means as simple as font, drop down, border, color, icon, enough. More than 5 now. How to get? Oh, nice font. Give it a try. Try it yourself. Then copy from CSS from W3 School. Copy or make sure you copy it correctly. Sorry, not the P, this section. Copy, paste it in your individual website. Sorry, in your .css file. Okay. Thank you. Do not hesitate to call my name if you want to check your screen.
Selamat buka and selamat hari raya.
Yeah. All right, thank you. So no class on Friday. Friday is the Raya Eve. But if you have problem, you may PM to me. Don't worry. I celebrate Raya, but I still can answer your WhatsApp. Don't worry. Thank you, Mirza.